So, guys, this is my observation that the avoidant is actually looking for uh, a personality development in them. Okay, because you know, I feel like the avoidant wants to be like the narcissist and the empath both. They want to be like narcissist as well as empath both. Okay, and they are confused as to which personality they should take over, and this is why it is very hard for people dealing with the avoidant to actually understand as to what the avoidant really wants. Okay, because I feel the avoidant itself, the avoidant, him or herself, are really confused as to what is their personality. Okay, because when they are with an empath, they will talk bad about, or they will agree to you if you talk about the narcissist, that the narcissist has done like this or like that and it's really bad, and they will agree to it. But when they are with the narcissist and they see the narcissist is being selfish, even the avoidant wants to be selfish. Okay, they want to compete with the narcissist, or anybody for that matter. They will compete. If you try to compete with them, they will also try to compete with you. Okay, so, and in this case the narcissist takes advantage of the avoidant. Okay, because they are codependent. Okay, and avoidant seeks validation a lot. Okay, but when they are with the empath, they like their empathy, but they do not want to give back the empathy to the empath, because they feel that if I give empathy back to this empath, they might try to take advantage of me. Okay, but this is the whole thing. I feel the avoidant, him or herself, is very is really confused as to what is their personality. I feel the avoidant is still figuring out as to what is their personality, because the avoidant doesn't want to be look a bad, look like a bad person. Okay, but they are not 100% good to other people as well. Okay, a narcissist sometimes uh, might be okay with looking bad to people. Okay, or like they know that they are bad. Okay, and somewhere they accept themselves as being bad. Okay, as being selfish. Okay, and at some point of time, even the empath understand that they have empathy. Okay, and they accept themselves that this is how they are kind person. Okay, and they really cannot hurt people intentionally. Okay, but the avoidant is really confused as to they don't want to look bad, just like narcissist. They don't want to be categorized as narcissist, and they don't they don't categorized, they don't want to categorized as narcissist, but they are not categorized as empath as well by empathetic people or other people, or even the narcissist. Okay, because you know the narcissist will take advantage of the avoidant, but will really not give the validation as to that the avoidant is a good person. Okay, so the avoidant actually you know behaves like a mirror to people. Okay, this is what I have observed. Okay, so I feel the avoidant is very confused. Okay, and I feel like their personality is not developed. Okay, that's why avoidant is actually categorized in attachment styles. Okay, because they were not able to attach with their parents in a healthy way. Okay, and they were not attached to their parents in a absolute unhealthy way as well. Okay, their parents were providing them the physical needs of a kid. Okay, they were having food and shelter and whatnot. Okay, but the emotional availability of the parent was not provided, because of which they come in between the narcissist and the empath. Okay, so the narcissist and the empath may come from a dysfunctional family. Okay, or a toxic family. Okay, and the avoidant also comes from a dysfunctional family, but the condition is that their superficial needs were actually met, but the emotional needs were not met. But in purely dysfunctional families, there is a possibility that the physical or superficial needs were not met, as well as the uh, you know emotional needs were also not met. Okay, but in case of avoidance, the superficial or the physical needs were met. Okay, so I feel like they are actually trying to compete with each and every person on this earth, to actually, in the sense that they themselves do not know who they are. Okay, the narcissist knows who they are. Okay, maybe not on your face, they might not accept that they are narcissist, but they really know what they are doing to you. Okay, and even the empath, they 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 are actually good to people. Okay, and they know that. Okay, they are empathetic and they know that. Okay, so the avoidant is actually is not categorized in personalities. Okay, the avoidant is categorized in attachment style. Okay, and the attachment comes in the picture uh, uh, in the case of babies. Okay, small babies, because the babies actually attach themselves to the mother. Okay, for their needs, whether it is physical needs, or physical needs in the sense food, getting fed, and also the emotional needs, as to if the baby hurt itself by accident or by any chance, the mother will is there to make him stop crying. But I feel the avoidant never got that emotional support by his or her mother or parents. Okay, only the physical needs, like they were fed properly, they were clothed properly, but the emotional need were not met. Okay, that's why I feel like the avoidants are stuck at the age of 1 2 3. Okay, not beyond that. They do not have a personality. Okay, so that's why it's really really very confusing. When you are dealing with an avoidant, you never know what will be their next step, because they themselves are really confused. Okay, in the moment they might like you, and in the next moment they might not like you, they might hate you. Okay, because they do not have a pattern like a narcissist or a empath. Okay, or a secure person. Okay, the secure person has a pattern. Okay, I would say in personalities. Okay, so the narcissist has a pattern, the empath has a pattern, but the avoidant does not have a pattern. You really have to deal with them as a secure person. That's the only way you can outplay them in their own game. Okay, only way. If you stay secure in yourself, you know by not reaching out to them when they discard you or walk away from you, and you stay secure in yourself and not chase them and not question their question as to why they did what they did to you, is the only way you can outplay the avoidant and their mind games. Only if you are being secure in yourself and not chase them. That shows that you are secure enough in yourself, in believing God's plan for you, and believing in yourself as to, even if the avoidant is not in your life, you will still live your life. And it's just a thing. I mean, if somebody does not want to stay in your life, or if somebody for any reason is now not in your life, it doesn't mean that your life stops with them. Your life still goes on, isn't it? So you have to understand that you have to be secure with or without them. And the thing is, you cannot be secure with them because they are highly anxious. Okay, because they do not know what they want in their life. They are just copying people. Okay, if they see you looking beautiful, they will try to look beautiful. If they see you have money, in general, they will copy everybody around them. If they have got into a new circumstance or new atmosphere, they will look around to people, and they will try to have those things those people have in them, or they have in their reality. Like, if somebody has a job, and this avoidant see them, that they have a job, and they feel like they should also have a job, they will do that. Okay, if they see somebody stealing, they will think that, oh, maybe stealing is good, or maybe it is will benefit me. They will do that. They will not see if it is right or wrong, because avoidants are so confused. They do not understand morality. Okay, they do not understand morality or authenticity. Okay, for them, life is all about copying, seeing people what they have, and getting that thing for themselves. They do not have personalities. Avoidants do not have personalities. Avoidant is an attachment style, and I feel attachment avoidant are categorized in attachment because they do not have a proper personality. You know, they are not categorized as narcissists, they are not categorized as empaths. Okay, and that's why lot of people, you know, get confused. Lot of people you know, in the initial stage of dealing with avoidance are actually confused as to whether this person is empath or is a narcissist. And you know, because they believe that this person is an empath or is, you know, doing all kinds of acts of services, they think that this person is empathetic and they are trying to help them. But in reality they are actually doing all those things just to get validation from you, just to make you believe in them, trust them. And later on, when you trust them fully, they switch because they think that you know, now you are going to stay with them forever. And they start feeling insecure, they feel like they will be stuck with you forever. And then they try to, you know, move on and go with somebody else. Okay, so avoidant is not a personality, it's an attachment. Okay, so it truly means that they do not have a personality. Okay, I feel they do not have a personality because, you know, they do not want to be with narcissists, and they want to be with empath, but they cannot be you know, stay with empath because they themselves have you know, narcissistic traits in them. Okay, at the same time they have their you know, they do all these acts of services, you know, uh, that makes you feel that they are empath, but they are not empath. Okay, so all in all, this is what I wanted to share, that, you know, the avoidants actually are confused people, confused. Okay, and with handling with the, you know, when you are handling these people, you are supposed to walk on a straight path. Okay, you cannot move like, you know, you can't be good to this, bad to these people and be good to them and then bad to them, or be good to them and then bad to them and be good to them again. Don't play those games. Okay, if you are good, accept that you are good and walk on that path. If you are bad, accept that you are bad and walk on that path. Be either good to them or be bad to them. Okay, not in between, because they thrive on the gray area. Okay, if you try to confuse them, you will for sure confuse yourself. Okay, so you can either hate them or love them, but there is no in between. Okay, they are confused. Okay, so that's the reason you cannot take them personally. Okay, they are confused and they make their victims confused. Okay, and when you deal according to their attachment, you know, if you know, if you are sick, if you are behaving secure in the relationship, you will, you know, pave your way out of that relationship with the avoidant, because they cannot be with a secure person. Okay, because they themselves are so insecure that they are just swinging from, you know, being a narcissist, then being an empath, being good to you, being bad to you. Okay, but only when you are secure, you are walking on a straight path. You know, either you like them, when you are saying no, that simply should mean no. When you say yes, it should simply mean yes, nothing in between. If they are able to influence your decision, you know, about them, they will confuse you, they will play their mind game to an extreme. Okay, so you are supposed to be secure and be confident about yourself, and believe in yourself. If you are an empath, just understand that you are an empath and you are supposed to protect your boundaries. Okay. And if somebody is a narcissist, obviously they will stay narcissist, how much ever they try to confuse them. The avoidant is a master manipulator. They say that they are master manipulator, but actually the truth is that they are really confused. Really confused. They do not have personalities. That's why most of the people dealing with avoidance are confused as to what is their personality. But the truth is in front of them, that the avoidant is actually categorized in attachment style and not in personalities, because they do not have a personality. They are really confused in their head. Just let them figure out their life, and you should walk away from them and live your own life. Alright, so thank you, bye, take care, Radhe Radhe.